4th and goal to go to 2. 34 seconds left to go in the ball game. This is the play right now. Takes the snap. Targeted goes in. Targeted all alone. And the quarterback keeps. Wow, what a call. Nobody touched him.
Here is Jeff, the host of the Gridiron.
My bad. I do apologize. What didn't look too good was the second and third string defense was rather offensive. Yes, they were. Now, you could tell, like, after those first two drives, that the Bills were, well, if you're looking at the screen, they were going from the Bills. While I'm sitting in front of the TV, I was looking at it. The Bills were going, from the left to the right? After they switched the quarter, right, the Bills were going from the right to the left. And that's when the Bills had their still, because I remember that specifically the announcers were saying the Buffalo, and of course they don't talk anything at all about the Giants. They just keep going on and on and on about Buffalo. And I'm like, well, what are the Giants doing? Who's on the field for the Giants? Can we talk about the Giants for like 12 seconds? Anything? Nah. It's all about Buffalo. But what I did hear, was that, when after the Giants pretty much, Banks was still out there. Okay. We might have had another one or two guys out there, but I mean, basically the front, the middle linebackers, off-ball linebackers, whatever you want to call them, the front, everybody was backups, right? So when the Bills had their third drive, right, the Buffalo Bills announcer said that the Bills still had their starting offensive line out there, and you can tell it was a big. I think it was like I don't even know if he was a fullback or not. Who some guy caught. I mean, it looked like a fullback. Caught a pass for 20 yards. Let's see here, play by play. So when Buffalo scored their touchdown, okay, 6 play. They went 68 yards in 6 plays. Who caught the pass? 19 yards. Trubisky short pass to Gilliam. I mean, dude, he was tackled by Belton. But Chris Board made 1 tackle. Belton made a tackle. Banks made a tackle. Banks made another tackle. Belton made a tackle. Raheem Lane made a tackle. So, so we had our backups in there, and it didn't take them long. 6 plays, 68 yards in 3 minutes and 22 seconds. Let's see. So Trubisky, his first play, they're starting offensive line against our basically our second string defense for the most part. They got 19 yards on 1 play. Next play was 12 yards. Next play was 14 yards. Next play was 8 yards. Next play was 4 yards. Next play was 11 yards and a touchdown. And it was just like a joke. It was just like you just walk down the field. So if we look, right, you go basically, so we look at the team stats here. Okay, total yards. Okay, total yards. Buffalo had 3. We had almost 400 yards of offense. Pretty good. Buffalo had 389. In the first quarter, right, they had 21 yards of offense. So they had 368 yards of offense in the final 3 quarters. They got 21 yards of offense in the first quarter. What is 368? What is that? They had like 123 yards. So they had 21 yards in the first quarter. They averaged 123 yards per quarter the final 3 quarters. So they averaged over 100 yards more in the second quarter, third quarter, averaged, right? Second, third, and fourth quarter. So basically they went the length of a football field more than they did in the first quarter against our first string. It was, the one nice thing, it was a good game. Tip your cap the Buffalo. They didn't, they were up 16-7. They came back. I mean, of course, the other thing, we kick a field goal to go up 16-7 with like 30 seconds to go in the first half, and Buffalo winds up kicking a field goal. It's like, I mean, what was that? What was it? A 58 yarder they had there? I mean, let's see. Play by play. Okay, here we go. And the field goal at the end of the half. 3 plays, 65 yards. Now the one play was the field goal. Trubisky 7-yard pass, and then he went 58 yards. Trubisky to Shavers. 58-yard completion. Fortune. Fortune was there for the coverage, or lack of, I guess, shall I say. So they had 29 when Greneau kicked the ball. They had 20 that when they got the ball, Buffalo ran the ball out to their own 29-yard line. They had 22 seconds to go, and they wound up with a field goal. Can't have that. Can't have that. I mean, it was really, I mean, between that 6-play, 68-yard drive that they gave up, then in the second half, I mean, we started off okay. Buffalo had 2 punts, okay, but then they had 4 plays, 45 yards for a touchdown. Then the Giants came back and scored a touchdown, and then right away, Bills marched back down the field, 8 plays, 73 yards for a touchdown. Now, thankfully, right, the Bills fumbled the ball. Okay, that was good. And then the other nice thing was at the end of the game, the Buffalo, we were up by 9, thankfully, because we were up by 8. If Buffalo scored, go for a 2-point, could have tied the game, but we were up by 9. Thank you, God. But we held them on downs, so that was good, right? But once again, I mean, they walked right down the field, and this is the first drive was against the Buffalo Bills starting offensive line, right? So you can kind of see where maybe, but after that, they took their starting offensive line out, put their backups in there, and the Giants held them, forced them to punt the ball quite a bit, but I mean, also, there was quite a few times they just walked right down the field. I mean, there was some blown cover, which I don't even remember which one it was. The one dude might have been their last touchdown. It was how far was it? 7 yards? No, it wasn't that one. Maybe it was the one before that. Let me see here. Touchdown, 4 plays, 45 yards. Was it this one? Yeah, might have been that one. Oh, yeah. It was the 4th down play to Hamlin for 39 yards. Dude was wide open. I mean, wide open. I mean, so, and the other thing was I really didn't see, I mean, once again, it's just preseason, a long way to go, all that stuff. Don't take it too crazy or not like that. But there really, to me, I mean, everybody, Davidson got a sack, nice this, but nobody, to what I saw anyway, really stood out from the second and third team. I mean, nobody was like, oh my God, that guy's there, he made a tackle. Then, oh my God, the guy made another tackle. Oh my God, this guy's all, nobody to me really, really stepped up, made it, to me anyway, made a huge impact on the second and third, string defense. I mean, there was a play here, a play there, but nobody really to me stood out time and time again, right? Hopefully, because there were a couple blown calls in there, really look bad. I mean, we got to do some cleaning up there. That's for damn sure. I mean, once again, a lot of those guys aren't going to be on the team, because you figure, what do you got? So we have 11 starters. If we keep, say, 25 guys on defense on the start, we'll have 14 backups, right? We have 11 starters, 14 guys maybe backing up. So a lot of those guys obviously aren't going to be on the team. Some of them might make the practice squad or whatever, but But he's got his work cut out for him. He's really, as I said, the first string really looked good. Once again, it's only preseason, it's only one game, but they look good. But I mean, that backup unit, whew. Let's hope we can clean some stuff up and it look a lot more respectable, because I mean, these preseason games ain't for. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe Burns and Kayvon, all those guys might get maybe another couple series, maybe next week. Who knows? But for the most part, it's the backups in there. So, right, really look bad. Really, really, really look bad. But.